The one and only Sue Scary! Thank you very much.
Mike's made for tall people. Yep, I'm Sue Scary. I've travelled all the way from Taunton to be here. I've come once before actually, and but it was winter when I come last time, and I drove all the way down here, and it was pitch fucking black. I've never been to Newquay before, and I was like, fucking hell, there is like nothing here, is there? You drive all the way, and there's just nothing. It was rush hour. I passed 2 tractors. That was it. That was all I passed. And so I thought, great, I'm coming in the daylight. I can see what's really here. There's fucking nothing, is there? All the way here is still nothing. Apart from, I got nearly here, brown sign, which obviously means it's a popular tourist attraction, Gnome World. Give us a cheer if you've ever been to Gnome World. Oh my God, it must be the best attraction in the Gnome World. Sorry, I couldn't help it. So still nothing here. I'm not obviously from Taunton, as you can tell from the accent. I'm from Manchester. I moved down here about 9 years ago now, actually. And it does make me laugh still when I'm in Taunton, listening to the accent, the local accents. Because you're either a foreigner, aren't you, or you're quite posh, because it's like half and half in Taunton. And I'm obviously neither. So I fit in really well. So you're half and half, and if you're from the posh bit, you can live in Cork, and if you're really posh, you can live in Farcorp. But when I got down there, we've been waiting for you two all night. What are your names? Oh, and welcome. Thanks for coming to our 3rd birthday party. Are you going to sing to us? And you've got some hats on the table there, so there you go. You've missed the cake though, the cake was lovely. So yeah, when I got down to Taunton, we decided to try out the local pub. My husband was a DJ up in Manchester, back in the day. Oh God, here comes someone. Come in! And about 4 cars, and look at the place, it's packed. Where have you all been? Do you not drive anywhere around here? So we decided to try out the local pub in Taunton, and my husband was a DJ back in the day in Manchester, and we walked in, there's some cracking tunes on, but we couldn't understand it right, because the DJ kept being this great tune on, and he'd take it off halfway through, and he'd put another one on. We did this fucking 10 times in a row, we couldn't believe it. And then someone said, and that's the end of the music round. So, thinking about like the accents and farmers and stuff reminds me of like a bit of trivia I learned once. Like I was brought up in the 80s and 90s, so like Terminator's one of my favourite films. And you know Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he does all these films in his like Austrian English accent, doesn't he? But he can't, when Terminator went to Austria, he couldn't do the actual Austrian words for it. They had to overdub it because in Austria, his accent is considered a farmer's accent because he comes from a really rural place. And I kept thinking, I'll be back. Can you imagine he's there? I'll be back. And I kept hearing, I'll be back. In a farmer's accent, or hasta la vista, baby. Can you imagine if he was from Birmingham though? It'd be ridiculous, wouldn't it? And in Taunton, one of their favourite sayings, when they're asking if you're going somewhere, and it took me fucking ages to work this out, where are you to? Like, where, I mean, what does that even mean? Like, it's not even a sentence, is it? But apparently it means, where are you going? And I just thought, when he says in those films, come with me if you want to live. If he was a farmer, he'd be, where are you two now then, love, if you want to live, eh? Come on. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. So when I moved to Taunton, I thought I ought to do something for the local community, you know, put something back, integrate a bit, you know, get to know some people, make some friends, apart from just at work, you know, because it's a bit boring otherwise, isn't it? So I started volunteering for guide dogs, which is really nice, isn't it? It's nice to put something back and feel like you're really giving something. So I went into work, I've been volunteering all weekend. Went into work on the Monday and they went, what have you been doing this weekend? So I've been out guide dogging all weekend. And one of them said, I don't think you have, love. And then another one went, well, what are you then? Audio descriptions. And someone else went, well, I mean, just think if they have braille. That would be awkward, wouldn't it? And I said, well, no, I mean, I mainly just stand there in the entrance and I've got a big bucket. And I asked for contributions from people. I couldn't see what was wrong with it, actually. So, I've been married once before. I've got a husband now, so I'm called Sue Scary. That's because my first name is Sue, my last name is Carey, because I married Mr. Carey. And I went into work after I got married, and they'd done my email address. They thought it was hilarious and went, Scary! And I went, fucking amazing, thank you. So, I've been married once before, Mr. Carey, to a very lucky Frenchman. And do you ever have moments where you look back on something and you think, something up there was trying to give me a signal not to do it. and I looked back on the wedding ceremony. I mean, that was years ago. Obviously I was a child bride, it was years ago. And it was before the days where you had a proper licence to get married just anywhere you wanted to. So we had a humanist wedding. We had a big manor house and a humanist wedding, and we were in the full flush of love, but we hadn't actually met the humanist before the day he came to do the ceremony. So my husband's name was Ivan, my full name is Suzanne, and when I walk up the aisle and everything, and the guy's standing there, and he goes, and we're here today to join Ivan and Suzanne. And I'm thinking, oh, fucking hell. This is a sign, isn't it? And we hired somebody to video it, because it was all the rage back then, and the video camera's going up and down when you watch the replay, because everybody's pissing themselves laughing at the humanist who's doing the ceremony. And I'm dying of embarrassment up the front. And some of you younger ones might not actually get this reference, so you'll have to ask your parents. But halfway through the ceremony, my mum and I had this string quartet, and they were meant to be playing some Moonlight Sonata. I keep looking over my shoulder and expecting more people to come in, a bit nervous now. Expecting this Moonlight Sonata from something to play. And instead, halfway through the ceremony, they struck up with a theme from the Hamlet cigar ad. And I thought, it's a sign, isn't it? Not meant to happen, this wedding. But we went ahead with it. Obviously it didn't last because he was French, you know. They breathe through their nose, don't they, all the time. And he would, well, they do though. They can't do it all the time, and it's very off-putting, you know. So that was the end of that, really. And then I married Mr. Carey and I became Mrs. Scary. So that's nice. Now, I've had a bit of bad luck over the years. Some people think I'm a little bit accident prone because I've been run over 3 times. And they are not my fault, I hasten to add. I mean, the first time was just a standard running over, you know, like me in a car. And I was very, very drunk, in my defence. I was in the Student Union bar with Gaynor, my friend, and me and Gaynor attempted to cross the road, and we thought it was one way, and it wasn't, and we stepped out, and the car hit me, and it hit Gaynor, and I went flying off that way, and Gaynor went over, And the guy stopped and he said, oh, let me take you to hospital. Well, that's fucking civil, obviously, she'd run us over. Let me take you to hospital. So he gets us in the back of the car, again, as hyperventilating. I can see double, I've got brain damage. No, you haven't, love, you're just drunk. And he says, if you don't mind though, before I take you to hospital, it's just on my way to pick up my young son from Scouts. Do you mind if we carry on? You've just fucking run us over for a start, haven't you? But I had this vision of this like 11-year-old boy standing on a street corner crying his eyes out because his dad hadn't turned up. He's a fucking 18-year-old adventure scout. Could have found his own way home, couldn't he? That would have been an adventure for him. No, instead, he took us to hospital, threw us out in the car park and left us to fend for ourselves. So the second time I got run over was slightly different. I wasn't drunk for a start, I was in the swimming pool, right? I am a lane swimmer. I like lane swimming. I am a middle lane swimmer. And the problem with the middle lane, I don't know whether any of you are lane swimmers, the problem with the middle lane is there's always someone too fucking slow or too fucking fast in my lane, right? There isn't that. There's always some fucking wanker who's not brave enough to go in the fast lane and insists on swimming in the middle lane. So I'm there, minding my own business, swimming away, having a whale of a time, and he swam over the top of me because I was in his way. The hairiest man I have ever seen in my entire life. He was like a one-man filtration system. Swam over me in the pool. Every hair was violated, every pore in my body. It was disgusting. And the third time I got run over was a bit different again. Because I've got this new car, I've got a Mazda, and I've nicknamed it the Mazda Menopause because it's a bit erratic, this car, and I accidentally managed to run myself over with my own car, which is a bit of an achievement, isn't it, really? I mean, not everybody can do that, you know, I'm huge. So the way it happened was, and I don't know, did anybody ever read about that Justin Harvey from E17? He run himself over with his own, he run himself over with his own car. Totally fucking unbelievable story as to how he did it, right? He said he'd had 3 jacket potatoes and he felt sick, so he opened the door to lean out to be sick. Nobody eats 3 jacket potatoes, do they? That's such a load of bollocks. It's not fucking shredded wheat, is it? Who eats 3 jacket potatoes, for fuck's sake? Anyway, right, so I haven't eaten any jacket potatoes. I was trying to do a good deed and save people. So I was driving in my car and I noticed a car reversing down the road towards me, and I thought they'll see me in a minute because it was coming right towards me. I thought they'll see me in a minute. They'll see me in a minute, and they didn't. And then the next series of events happens in like 30 seconds, so you'll have to bear with me. Just imagine this is happening really quick. So what happened was, I see this car reversing towards me, and I realise there's no one in the driver's seat of the car, right? So I'm thinking, I'm going to avert a crisis, I'm going to be a hero. So, the car's an automatic, so I open the car door, at the same time I push my car into park, I swing my legs out simultaneously, so I'm kind of hanging onto the steering wheel a bit with my legs out the car door open. I put it into fucking reverse, didn't I? This is a bit awkward, isn't it? So the car's reversing, and I've got a bad back from the first time I was run over, so I can see my foot on the floor. This leg's no use at all, it's waving around like a complete wanker over here. I can see the car coming towards my foot, and I'm thinking, watch your back, watch your back, watch my fucking back, what about my fucking foot? The wheel's coming straight for me, and I'm hanging on, and I'm kind of going further and further down the steering wheel as the car is getting closer towards my foot, and I'm thinking, what about my back? What about my fucking back? And I managed, and I've got one hand on the horn to alert the homeowner to the fucking driverless car that's reversing towards me. And I just about managed to pull myself up and slam it into park as the homeowner comes out of the house and he's looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? And the car runs over my foot. I know, what a dick. So, I'm not friends with my master anymore. I don't like it. I'd like to give it back now. I think it's out to kill me. I know it's menopausal because sometimes I come downstairs in the morning and I see it on the drive and the boot's open, like it's got hot in the night. I know. So, thank you very much for listening to me witter on about myself. I've been Sue Scary.
Let's keep it going for Sue! Alright. I won't say 3 jacket potatoes, I've got to be honest with you.